Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me at this juncture to invite the Chairman, Board of Directors, Professor Simon Gicharu, to address the congregation.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, can I hear you? Good morning. Asanteni sana. You know, sometimes when you are supposed to talk last, you find that what you want to say has been said by the previous speakers. And it is good for me because it gives me a short period, short time to talk. The Chancellor, Professor John Stratus, the Chief Guest, Right Honorable Dr. Moses Wetagura, EGH, Speaker of the National Assembly, our area Member of Parliament, Honorable Alice Nganga, who I will invite to recognize the other honorable members who accompanied the speaker. The Honorary Awadi, Mr. Karim Khan, Prosecutor, International Criminal Court, who is accompanied here by wife and friends. The Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education, Research, Ministry of Education, Dr. Beatrice Muganda, who is represented by Mr. Mugai. All the rest had been mentioned by the previous speaker, so I will not again repeat mentioning them. I want to start by acknowledging a message that I received this morning from one of our former graduates, Caleb Lono from Bomet. When I saw that message, and because I receive many messages from our previous graduates, I thought he was possibly requesting me to ask a honorable speaker for a job. But fortunately, he told me that I secured myself a job. And now what he wanted was to challenge the university through me that we should start a program on medical social work, which I forwarded to the Vice Chancellor. And I want to assure Lono, wherever you are, your message is where it ought to be with the Vice Chancellor, and we will look at it. And congratulations once again for securing yourself a job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by congratulating the graduates and appreciating you for having chosen Mount Kenya University as your preferred institution for higher learning. When you are doing this, I know it has not been easy for the last 3 years because of this COVID-19 pandemic that came, but despite that, ladies and gentlemen, our graduates, you are able to overcome that, and that is why you have made us proud to come to this ceremony to celebrate you for having fulfilled your requirements. I want to go further and say the board of directors, or the founders of this university, is committed in developing world-class infrastructure, and not only ourselves, we have partnered with other collaborating agencies, such as Japan International Cooperation Agency, that recently helped us to launch a $450 million project that we are going to undertake, that the university will undertake in collaboration with Osaka State University. We are also committed in supporting internationalization of the university by ensuring that we attract international students, and I'm told by the Vice Chancellor that as we sit here today, we have 80,000 international students from over 40 countries, and 400 of them are graduating with us here today. A clap for our international students. When we are talking about internationalization, we will not stop it at that, but we will also say that even if we know and we have been told that the jobs are fewer in Kenya, not only in Kenya, also in other African countries, what we are also saying is that graduates, also I want you to start thinking international and go out there and try to look for jobs. I have been impressed by Kenyans that I meet in other countries, and they say, I said, and I told myself that I'm not going to sit in my own country and complain that there are no jobs. I decided to go out there and try to search for jobs. And in this, we are proud as a university because we have given 100 Kenyans jobs in our university in Kigali who are working there. So please be part of our drive towards internationalization of everything. And the choice, when we decided today that we are going to have our honorary doctor, our Dean, Karim Khan, the message that we wanted to also sell to you graduates is that Dr. Karim Khan was born in Scotland, in UK, but now he works in Netherlands. And he has before he has also worked in other countries across the world. So don't just think local, because we have students who want to study in their own home counties. They study secondary school in their own home counties, then university in their own home counties, and start looking for jobs in their own home counties. And when they are unable to get, then they say that there are no jobs. You go out there, be like Karim Khan, who is seated with us here today. And when I see Khan seated with us, it's a message that international criminal court is not an institution. When we see Khan, then we start saying that possibly this and this and this is happening. No, he is here to send a message to us that we become international. Not every time that we see him, then we see that there are criminal matters. Today is not a day for criminal matters, it's a day to celebrate him in our own university. There are quite a number of very many opportunities, and this is not the time for me to go down talking about where opportunities are. We are going to keep on engaging you through our Office of Alumni. When we have something to tell you, I will challenge the Office of the Alumni to share with our students on opportunities available. We have been talking about university education reforms, and many people have been asking me what is up in university, how are you affected? And as yesterday, the president launched a new university, open university, and again, many people were asking me, what is it, how is it going to affect us? And I simply said that the education reforms, the new open university, is going to create also new opportunities for all of us. So there is no really competition or anything wrong, and I want to say that we are going to support the university education reforms as presented to His Excellency the president as a university. I want to go to the mental health a little bit as a challenge to us today, and I want to say that the university, and I am impressed because my the co-founder of the university, who is my wife, Dr. Jane Newto, has taken it upon herself and initiated an organization called Might and Beyond Counseling Center, where she is actively involved in addressing this issue on mental health. As I will be requesting Honorable Speaker Dr. Moses Wetangula, when he is in Parliament together with other members of Parliament, to look at legislative framework for the issues of mental health. I want to say that sometimes we disguise the issue of mental health. When I go to check up in hospitals, hospital, wherever I feel I need to be checked, when sometimes sometimes we find ourselves being quite a number of us who want to be checked, but I have never seen any person saying I want to be checked mentally, because some people feel that talking about your mental health is like a taboo. Let's also start thinking and really taking it seriously. As we were talking with the Vice Chancellor sometimes in the last 2 weeks, and he was informing me about the graduates, then I took an opportunity to ask the Vice Chancellor, what about our previous graduates? He was telling me that the certificates, and it is not me to disclose that, when he was telling me about that the certificates will be ready as soon as you graduate today. Then I asked him, what about the certificates of our previous graduates? And he told me from the time of COVID-19, there has been an issue where the university allowed students to sit for the final exam without paying the full fees, and others had delayed collecting the certificates because of various challenges. And when we looked at the number, we saw that about 4,000 students over time had not collected their certificates because of various small issues. And when we added some of the amount of money that they owed the university, and that being the reason why they had not collected the certificates, I saw that they had owed the university about 80 million Kenya shillings, and I directed the Vice Chancellor that since our motto is unlocking infinite possibilities, and you saw the students talking about our motto of unlocking infinite possibilities, and I said keeping those certificates in the university is really locking the infinite possibilities we are talking about unlocking. So I directed the council and the Vice Chancellor that the Board of Directors has waived the 80 million shillings for the 4,000 students to collect their certificates. And this goes hand in hand. When I was going through the social media some times back, and I saw something, a message that captured my attention, that many people keep on talking about family backgrounds. Family background, I was poor, I was this, and even including myself, because I did not come from a well-up family. And I remember when I was looking for jobs that I considered good, I used to make sure that I borrowed some part that I introduced in my curriculum vitae on family background. And I thought that by saying, I am poor, possibly I will get sympathy and get a job. But I remember in one of the interviews, one of the interviewers, when he looked at my curriculum vitae, told me, but now at your age, you are now the background. And I felt challenged. What do you mean? Remove that one from your curriculum vitae, because now moving forward, you are the background. And indeed, I became now the background of myself, and I have lived to that. Can you, graduates, I want to challenge you, forget about where you have come from, now start becoming your background from today. Ladies and gentlemen, I said many people, when I have looked at what had been prepared for me, I have seen that most of it have been said, and I don't want to take your time because we have said, the Vice Chancellor assured me that traditionally we finish our graduation by latest one, and I hope the Vice Chancellor will keep that word and ensure that the students have time to celebrate the graduation, the reason that made them come here today. I want to stop at that, and I had been requested that I invite the chief guest, and because I have seen the chief guest comes from Parliament, because he's the speaker, and here we have our area member of Parliament. I want to, with a lot of humility, request Honorable Alice Nganga, the area member of Parliament, to come in here, introduce